Let's be honest. Overthinking is basically a full-time job at this point. You lie down to sleep, and your brain goes, "Hey, remember that weird thing you said in 2018? And suddenly it's 3 a.m. You're replaying a 5-second moment like it's a crime documentary. We've all been there. You send a text and instantly think, should I have added an emoji? Did that sound rude? Should I unsend it? Wait, too late. Or you're waiting for someone to reply, and your mind starts doing Olympic-level gymnastics. They saw it, they didn't reply, maybe they hate me, maybe their phone died, maybe I died and this is purgatory. Meanwhile, your logical brain is like, relax, maybe they're just busy, but your emotional brain's already written a 10-chapter novel titled, Why Everything Is My Fault. That's overthinking, the art of making a 1-minute situation last 3 business days. But here's the thing, overthinking doesn't mean you're broken. It means your brain cares a little too much. It's like having a personal assistant who won't stop emailing you updates you didn't ask for. So, instead of trying to silence your brain, which never works, let's teach it some manners. I've got 6 simple rules to help you stop overthinking without losing your sense of humor. Think of it like a user manual for your mind with memes, because obviously that's how we learn best. Alright, ready? Let's dive in. Rule number 1. Name the beast. When your thoughts start spinning, don't wrestle them, label them. Say, okay, that's overthinking. My brain's trying to keep me safe. Why it works? Labeling activates your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain that deals with logic and awareness, and cools down the emotional center, the amygdala. It's like switching your brain from panic mode to pilot mode. Once you name the thought, you take back the steering wheel. You're no longer trapped in the storm, you're the weather reporter describing it. Red Heart Rule 2. Feelings first, logic later. Before you try to solve anything, pause and ask, what am I actually feeling right now? Most of the time, you're not overthinking a situation, you're reacting to a feeling. Fear, rejection, guilt, uncertainty, those emotions are driving the bus. Why it works? When you name a feeling, you tame it. This is called effect labeling. It literally reduces the emotional intensity in your brain. You're telling your body, hey, I see you. You don't have to shout. So the next time your brain starts doing mental gymnastics, stop and say, I'm not crazy, I'm just anxious. I can work with that. Rule 3, the 5-minute brain dump. Set a timer. Write down everything swirling in your head. The what-ifs, the imaginary arguments, the dramatic conclusions. No structure, no grammar, just raw mental chaos. Why it works? Thoughts are like glitter. They stick to everything when they're in your head. Writing them down pulls them out of the emotional cloud and makes them physical, visual, manageable. Your brain finally goes, oh, it's not that big. I can deal with this. Bonus tip. After writing, underline the 1 or 2 things you actually can control. That's where your focus should go. Rule 4. Do one tiny action. When your thoughts are spiraling, your body freezes. So break the loop with motion. Text 1 line. Drink a glass of water. Make your bed. Don't aim to fix everything. Just move something. Why it works? Action signals safety to your nervous system. You're showing your brain, I'm not in danger, I'm in control. It activates dopamine, your progress chemical, which immediately lowers stress. Overthinking feeds on stillness. So get up and move, even if it's just a walk to the sink. Super Rule 5. Switch from what if to what is. This replaces the old fan rule, and it's a game changer. Here's how it works. When you catch yourself spiraling into what if I fail? Or what if they hate me? Stop. Ask, okay, but what is actually happening right now? Example, what if my friend's mad at me? What is true right now? They haven't replied yet. That's all. What if I mess up the presentation? What is true right now? I'm still preparing. I can practice. Why it works? What if activates anxiety? It's your imagination gone rogue. What is activates reality? It grounds you in the present. It forces your brain to switch from fear to facts. That's the difference between drowning in thoughts and standing on solid ground. Rule 6. Set a time limit, then let it go. Your brain will think forever if you let it. So don't let it. Give yourself a thinking window, say 10 minutes. Set a timer. When it rings, make a decision or take a break. Why it works? This creates cognitive closure, your brain's way of finishing the open loop. Without it, your mind keeps circling because it doesn't know when to stop. With it, you train your brain that thinking time ends and living time begins. And trust me, 90% of what you were worrying about won't even matter in a week. And that's it. The 6 rules to outsmart your overthinking brain. Remember, your mind isn't your enemy. It's just a bit dramatic sometimes. You don't have to stop thinking. Just teach your thoughts to chill. So next time your brain starts writing a whole telenovela about a one-word text, just smile and say, "Not today, brain. I've got the manual now." If this made you laugh, think, or breathe a little easier, hit that like button. It tells the algorithm my brain deserves a break too. Subscribe for more mind hacks, motivation, and relatable chaos. And share this with your favorite overthinker. You know exactly who I'm talking about. Because hey, we're all learning to live a little louder and think a little lighter. See you in the next one. And remember, you're not overthinking, you're just thinking with style.